Hello guys, my name is Christina Bolto. I want to explain about using the impact of animation film media on the mastery of English vocabulary for high school student grade 10. Okay, the introduction. The first background of the study. Language is an important factor in social interaction and humanity. Each language has its own peculiarities. As language consists of word or a collection of words or vocabulary, in learning language it does not escape from vocabulary. One language that has a lot of vocabulary is English. English has several components that must be understood in mastering English vocabulary, namely how to read, tone, or intonation. Problem of the study. The first, how is the application of animated film media to the ability to master English vocabulary for grades 10 students of high school? The second, what is the effect of animated film media on the ability to master English vocabulary for grades 10 students of high school? And the last, how do students respond to the animated film media on the ability to master English vocabulary for grade 10 student or of high school? Objective of the study. The first describe the application of animated films media to the ability to master English vocabulary for grade 10 student of high school. The second describe the effect of animated films media on the ability of mastering English vocabulary of grade 10 student high school. And the last describe the response of student the animated film media on the ability to master English vocabulary for grade 10 student of high school. Significance of the study. This research is expected to later be able to provide theoretical and practical benefit. The first theoretical and the second practically. For practically have 3 for student, for teacher, and for other researchers. Literature review. For literature review, learning media is needed in the teaching and learning process. Type of learning media in the teaching and learning process is not just using one's reference as a tool for teaching. And function and benefit of learning media. The use of learning media in the learning process teaching can stimulate new desires and interests. Animated film media. Animated film media is one type of audiovisual learning media in accordance with the development of the era. In this globalization era, the media has experienced many development. Vocabulary. Vocabulary is the most important aspect in learning language. And research methodology, type and research approaches. This research is experience research. According to Sugiono, experimental research method are research method used to look for the effect of certain treatment on other control condition. Population and sample. Population is generalization area consisting of object or subject that have certain quality and characteristic determined by researchers to be studied and then drawn conclusion. Data collection technique. Data collection technique are the most strategic step in research because the main purpose of research is to get data. Sugiono. In this study, researchers will use data collection technique, namely observation, test, student questionnaire response. And this data quantitative. Research instruments so that in a study can run smoothly, we need a tool when doing research, namely research instrument. Data analysis technique. Subandi state that improving the quality of teachers can be through the development of approaches, learning models, and material development, while improving the quality of student can be in the form of direct student involvement in the learning process, as students are given the confidence and freedom to develop material through predetermined learning topics. Okay, I think enough for my explanation. Thank you.